Howdy. It's me again, Jacob Forsyth with Sculpt Studio, yada yada, whatever you want to call it. I was at the office hours today, Sculpt Studio office hours, Sundays, two different times, 6 a.m. SL time and 2 p.m. SL time. And the one I went to was 2 p.m. I had a request to do show how to make a glass or a bowl, a hollowed out object like a glass or a bowl. So that's what we're going to do today. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to rest some slices, and we're going to pick 30 blank, and then we're going to pick 32. However, the bowl is in your mat. If you take a look at that when you res it, pay attention to the slices, and you'll see how it makes that bowl. So we're going to go and turn the particles off here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave 0 through 15 alone, okay? Because that's just going to be the outside of our glass. What you want to do, you pay attention to how the slices res. You always work in sequential order of the slices, from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., etc. And then when you come down inside of the glass or the bowl, you pull those down inside, but leave them in sequential order as well. Do not flip them. If you flip them, then it'll be a closed off. I'll get into that and I'll show you that as well. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make slices 0 and 1. We're going to make them poles for a nice strong LOD, or a nice close, to make it nice and chopped, nice clean cut. So we want to align number 1 to number 2, so we go to next and we go on the Z axis, and then we'll align 0 to the only 1 on the Z axis. So there's our bottom of our glass. See, we got the 2 poles, if you can see them down in there. I'll see if I can get them to flash. Can't get them to flash, but they're there. Okay, now we're going to go up here to 15 or 16 actually, and we're going to take 16 and we're going to make it just a tad bit smaller, like, let's go 1.9 by 1.9. Okay, that's going to be the inside of our glass. We want a lip. See how that slice is just a little bit smaller? We want a lip. So I usually put it in the same area as 15. Now the reason why I move my slices around is so I can get to the actual slice itself. And we'll go back down here and we'll go and just leave that one there. And then we're going to go back up at the top, up here from 16. Get on this. I'm having problems with my mouse. Oops, wait a minute. We need to take 31. Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Copy size. See that? Copy size. And we're going to do it from here. And we're going to do to 31 to here. SL 16 to 31. And then we're going to paste size. There's our size to go down to the inside. Now we can either do this 2 ways. We can go down here and left click, and we can copy, pause route size, and paste it to 31. It'll be right down there to where we want it, but we don't want it right on that. We want it up a little bit, because that's going to be the inside of our glass. And why didn't those slices change size? I don't know. So we're going to have to do that again. Copy size. Let's go from 17 to 31. Paste size. There we go. There we go. Now it's the same size. Okay, now we're going to go from 30 to 31. Don't pay attention too much here, because all I'm doing is just going to load them with poles. Okay, load poles. And I think we got our 16 to 31 already. Let's check. Nope. So we need to left click on 16 from here. Now we got 16 to 31. See that? 16 to 31 position. And it, see, where does that go? It all went inside. See that? So what we're going to do now is we're going to put 30 where 31 is, okay, on the z-axis. And then we're going to put 29 on where 30 is on the z-axis. Okay, and there's our glass. Minus, we got to move these slices back where they were. That one goes up back up there. These two back up there. And then we'll sculpt prim or edit frame, and I'll be back and I'll show you. Okay, I'm back and I got the texture temp upload. And what we did is we went ahead and sculpted a prim. Just sculpted a prim. And we left click it, drag and drop our texture on there, or our map on there. We'll make this blank, full bright so you can see it. We'll turn the shine off. We'll turn full bright off too. Well, let's make that blank. Let's make that just a default texture so you can see it. And there's our glass. See how that works? Now I'll go down here and I'll turn this off. Turn the edit frame off. Take this glass over here, drop it down to there, and we'll just leave it like that. So there's our glass. See, you can look right down into it down there. See what we did? There's our bottom, and if we zoom out, look how nice and crisp that bottom is. Let's turn that inside out so you can get a better idea of what you're looking at. If you look at this yellow line right here, that's the inside, and it comes down. There's two yellow lines, and that's the inside. Okay, so let's turn that inside out and see what happens. And then we'll click off of it. See that? It's that line you saw. It's our inside out glass. See down here at the bottom where our poles are? This one down here is 0 and 1, and this up here is 30 and 31 poles. So it's a nice, crisp, clean cut on that glass. And we'll do this. If you look inside, there's our little lip that we made for the glass. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to experience, well, Jacob, how come, wouldn't it make sense to turn those slices over? Well, let's just do that. Since we already got our range picked, we're going to go ahead and flip these slices. And we need to bring this up just a little bit so we can click on it to here. Now I'm going to do this rotation, and it flips them all upside down. Because most people think, okay, well, I need to go up from 0 to 15 on the outside, flip and go back down to pull the sculpt back down in. Okay, well, I'm going to show you what that does, and I'll be back again. Okay, alright, I'm back. Alright, now what we've done is we sculpted that glass with the slices flipped. Okay, like some people will think, okay, well, we need to flip those slices. See, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. They all been flipped. Okay, here's the glass. I just shift dragged a copy of this one. Alright, now we're gonna add that flip and watch what happens. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh God, that's horrid. Oh goodness. What the heck did we do? See that? That's what happens when you flip the slices. In all actuality, it is hollow inside. See that? Here, let me go inside. Oops. Let me go inside of it and show you. If I can get in there. I'm gonna have to change the stitching. so you can see it. Nope, I guess you can't see it. It must have changed. Used to be able to see it, but now you can't. What happened? See that flicker on top? What happened is when we turned 16 over, it just pinched itself off. That's what happened. It just took it and went. Cause see, look at the rotations. See rotation. Now look at 15. See that? They're all zeros. But 16, if I can click on it, 180, 0, 180. See the difference? It cut itself off. So your rotations are very important in how you do make it inside out, or not inside out, but hollowed out objects like that. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a bowl. So let me go ahead and get rid of these slices and these prims, and I'll be right back. Okay, sculpting a bowl. You have in your mat many things. There, let me do this over so you follow along. If you go to res slices, classic, and then you have all these options. You got more over here, tree, blah blah blah. Right here's your bowl. Right there. Okay, so let's get in here and watch them slices res. And here they come. Here's a pole, here's your slices. Working our way up. Now watch as we go back down. See them going back down? I'll hold the camera still so you can see. But look at the slices. They're right side up. See that? They're all right side up. And there's two poles down. Or no, there's not two. Is there two poles? I think there's two poles. Nope. Okay, I see what he's done. 0 is a pole, 1 is not, and 2 is not. So I use double poles and double slices just to make sure it's got a good LOD. So, but that's the general idea. You got the bowl in your mat. Don't worry about the slice flicker, because that's just saying that it's on the same exact axis, all three axes, as the previous slice. So don't worry about the flicker. As long as it's smaller, see that? How it's a little bit smaller? Let's see, let me pull this one down just a little bit. Let's see, pull this one up just a little bit. Pull this one up just a little bit. Put that one back down where it was. Put this one back down where it was. Pull it up just a hair. See that? See how that slice is smaller? This is 15 and this is 16. See how much difference that is? We can go over here and look. 8736, 8736. Okay, now we'll click on 16. 85, 85. That's the difference. So, that's the lesson for today, or on this tutorial. I hope this helped, and like I said, I had a request or a idea to make this one, a request from Jack42. It would be a good idea. I agreed with him. Yeah, that is a good idea to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. So, thank you, Jack, for the suggestion, and thank you everybody for watching. So, talk to you later, and keep on sculpting.